So here's the site for our new storage shed with attached trash facility. If you'd like to build this structure, a measure drawing is available with the materials list, and you'll hear more about that before the program ends. Now, the first thing I did to prepare the site was call in our landscaper, Roger Cook, and he took his bobcat and scraped away the topsoil so that I'm down to the subsoil. Then he brought in a load of what we call 3/4-inch crushed stone and just roughly spread it out in the area that I'm going to build over. The next thing was to get the lumber yard to drop off a load of material. Pressure treated for the floor frame, plywood, dimensional stock for the walls and roof, and even the roof shingles. A lot easier.
He's ready to operate, but he's no ordinary doctor. He's HGTV's Ron Hazelton, the house doctor.
I'm ready to start the surgery, sir.
Studs. Now here in the deck I have some of the studs just loosely laid in place for the gable wall, and I've cut a pair of test rafters. They seem to fit pretty well. I want to show you how you calculate a rafter. You have to know a couple things. First, this angle, or the pitch of the roof. It's 45 degrees for this roof, and the pitch is a 12/12, which is 12 inches of run for every 12 inches of rise. The other thing I have to know is what the actual run is, and that's half the width of this building. It's 8 feet wide, so the run is 4 feet. Then, using a construction calculator, I can figure it out. First, I enter a decimal function and the angle, which is 45 degrees. I press tangent, and that comes out to be 1. I enter it into the calculator, go back to feet, inches, and sixteenths, press 400, which is the run, enter that as the run, press the slope button, and there's the length of the rafter, 5 foot, 7 and 7/8. Now the other way to figure it is to use a framing square, or to simply take it off the plan. Now we'll just nail it together. Now this is just a temporary block that represents the ridge pole. We'll pull it out just before we start to frame the roof. Now you can see why I notched only 1.5 inches out of the studs. It lets the studs stay flush with the rafter, and it gives me a place for nailing. Well, I got started this morning by building a header out of 2x6s and installing it in the gable, and that will help carry some of the roof load. Then I install these side pieces to frame in a small window opening, and below those pieces will be another 2x4. router with a half-inch trimming bit. The ball bearing just rides up against the frame. Now, I finished making the second gable, which was identical to the first. And here I've assembled the back wall, the simplest of all, just studs 16 inches on center, no windows. And the last thing to do is to double up the top plate.
You'll be there forever. Somehow we can hold on tight. Show the world we can sing together. Tell me, girl, I know what you're thinking.
Introducing Laura Ashley Paint, a colorful collection of soft tones and rich hues.
Remember the time we almost screened in the porch?
With ScreenTight's port screening system, you can install, repair, or replace your screen in 3 easy steps. Attach the base strip to your wood framing. Roll the spline into the groove to secure the screen. Then simply snap on the cap.
Do you remember the time we almost...
ScreenTight port screening system. There's no better way to screen or rescreen your porch.
With 1010 ATT00, you get a whole new level of directory assistance. For example, say you need a forklift. Specially trained, smart people can help you find any number in America.
Local?
And long distance.
What if I can't remember a name?
You don't need the exact name, you don't need the area code. Just dial 1010 ATT00.
What if I can't remember my name?
Then your new name will be Steve.
1010 ATT00. For directory assistance, it's the only number you need to know.
Steve was good.
The world's first active head restraint, designed to reduce whiplash. From Saab.
Well, good morning. We had a little bit of rain last night, but it's a beautiful day today.